Okay, this week we're doing contour drawing, and right over here. Nice job. Hi everybody, it's Miss Sue at Miss Sue's Art Studio here in Boerne, Texas. And I'm outside today just looking around at the beautiful springtime scenes and thinking about the French Impressionists. This was an art movement with a group of very avant-garde men and women in Paris, France around the 1860s. These people got together and they came up with a new way of painting. They took their paints and their easels outside and they wanted to capture life in a moment's time. They were called the painters of light. And if you don't know about Impressionism, I encourage you to do a little research and read up on these amazing painters. I have a painting here I want to show you. This was done by Claude Monet and it made it into the Salon in the 1860s or so, and that was the museum or the gallery that all the good artists wanted to get into. So this painting made it in there and the art critics said, "This is not a painting, this is an impression." And it was sort of meant to be a criticism, but Claude Monet and his friends thought, that's what we are, we're Impressionists. And so they started calling themselves the French Impressionists. And they began painting in this style. This is called Impression Sunrise. So join me as we explore the Impressionists, and we're going to do a series of projects together that are in the impressionistic style. We're going to do some sculptures, we're going to do some Georges Seurat pointillism painting, and some oil pastel, and all kinds of fun stuff. So come with me in the studio and let's get started. This is a reproduction of one of Claude Monet's water lily paintings. He did many of these with different light, different color, different atmosphere. I love this one for all the blues and pinks. So I'm using a blue construction paper. I like to have a color behind. And I'm using oil pastels. I just came in with a couple of blues, and now I've got a peachy color that I'm bringing in. Now I'm going to punch up the pink here. These are the water lilies. And we need some lily pads. So I've got a green. And you want to make sure that the shapes of these lily pads are very horizontal and elliptical. Adding a light green. Monet's use of color and his layers of colors is very complex. So hopefully this simplifies things for you. This dark color here, it's a deep blue. I'm putting underneath the lily pads to show a cast shadow on the water. Higher up in the picture frame means that they're farther away. So up toward the top of my paper, my lilies are going to be a little bit smaller and more obscure. I'm bringing in some dark blue, filling in. And I'm applying quite a bit of pressure with my oiled pastel now because I really want to get some pigment down. I applied a lot of pressure with the whites and the light pink as well, so I could get plenty of pigment down on the paper. Now I'm going to fill in with the dark blue up top, and I'm using horizontal strokes to give the illusion of water. And we've got weeping willow in the foreground, or some sort of vines hanging. I'm pretty sure it's weeping willow. This green was very bright, so I'm going over it with a little black, or you can use a violet, a deep purple violet. When you layer colors, you add dimension and interest, visual interest. Punching up those whites and looking for small details. That's it. Sign it. Great job, everyone.